Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Look at me. Go. Go. Tight go. Tight go. Tight go. Twist. Whip. 1, 2.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Now. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
95%. Now check his right. You ain't got nothing. Check 3. Slam. Check. Hey, echo. He's crossing. He's checking crossing. Yes. Check. 95, Mike, 195. Strip the ball.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Shepard. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
95, Mike, 195. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long... Hey, Sam off. Smooth. Hey, alert 3. Switch it up.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Hey, check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Man out. Deuce.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Mike, 55. Go. Mike. Here we go. 55, Mike, guys, 55. You, Mike. Hayward. Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Check. Mike, 55.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line. 55. Drop deep, drop deep. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. Henry. Ball shot. Ricky. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
And Jackson throwing once more. He gives it to Cooks. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Check 55. Check 55.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check.
Jackson on first down. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Trip. We got 3.
Now it's Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 24.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Throwing Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the... play of this first quarter.
Giants 7, Redskins nothing.
And Lasquez short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Come on. 87's mine. I got 87. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Go. Take it. Take it.
Now Jones. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 6 guys. 5.
On 3rd down, Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a run with Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Here we go, G. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Rip right, rip right.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's good for 28 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's complete to Cooks. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Let's get it. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Now.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. You got tight. You got tight. You got Leo. 36.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
He's checking. Bravo.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Hey, team 6. 90 is the mark. Time to go. Night.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Slam. Pick the edge. Come. Get it.
Jones on 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. This is Shepard on the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Single. Hey, dude. 26.
Back to throw. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, Amari Cooper couldn't pull it in there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Cooper again the target, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Go.
Looking to throw. Jones, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Jones now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
95, Mike. Watch 95. Let's go, D. Watch twist. Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Back. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Let's go, D. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, baby.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Watch her out. I got him. Check. Go. Mike 55. You up. Shift.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson is going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
57's the Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 57. Mike, 57.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. He finds some open field here. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Watch the ship. Out. It's free.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Check.
From the 41, Jackson trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the Giants' 6-yard line.
Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you. Pump.
Jackson from the shotgun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey. Alert flare.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Jones on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
95 Mike, watch 95.
Hey, Wahoo!
Let's go, baby. 95 to Sandro. Check his Mike. I'm here.
Hey!
Check 37. Check 37.
Smooth!
SOS.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and short. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Jackson on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. On first down, here's Love. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson.
Oh.
His throw caught. What about the 5? And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Here I come. Okay. Here I come. Switch.
Now Jackson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
Oh!
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Sorry, motherfucker, didn't score.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
You're not talking to Jada. You ain't mad at me.
After that last catch, good for 8 yards.
For how long? I don't want to hear that, man. Okay. That's not my fault.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you'll be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
Oh, damn. I thought we were playing man lock.
It's Quentin
Got me.
Dunbar with a pick.
Oh, shit.
Takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Oh, you back in the
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Running to start the drive is Love. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm winning. What are you talking about?
On 2nd and inches, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. Yet another interception. I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw.
Oh, throw it away from him.
But it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
Still want to attack. But see,
that's my fault. I moved out the way.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Hopkins with the extra point. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Now. Hey, foxtrot.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Lined up incomplete.
It bothers me right now.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Somebody owes me money.
Someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming out.
$12.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard
Oh, yeah.
line.
He told me, you asking him who is this?
The pickup there.
He's still rumbling,
because he didn't have his wallet.
This one, despite the heavy workload. Well conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Of course I knew. Why do I have to say that?
I thought I was the only one using it.
I don't really use it unless somebody just say something about it. Say that they hike the ball.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Team 6.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Slam. Check 43.
2nd and 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Delta. Check. Now.
Jones from the gun. He'll throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Topper! Hey, exit!
56!
Throwing, Jones. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Foul Saquon Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Hey, dude.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is.
You could have been with the Steve. It's 5:21 now. Ain't no point.
Going up on the board.
Yeah, him. Ain't no.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, I-7.
Switch it. Check. Lucky.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
It wasn't like
What we
that.
saw in this one,
It wasn't like that.
today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Why you didn't watch the game early?
My name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bro. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another